very much, lovely people. We've got 20 minutes of me, and then I'm fucking off. As Suella Braverman might say. Right, yes. So everyone in a good mood tonight, yeah? We're back in mood. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the cunts in the queue? Let's talk about it, shall we? Not Holly and Phil, obviously. They weren't in the queue, were they? The biggest cunt for me was did you see him on the BBC News? He queued for 13 hours, this guy. He was interviewed on the BBC News afterwards. Anyone see this? And they said, how was it? And he said, well, I was so overcome with emotion, I couldn't even look at the coffin. Get to the back of the queue, mates. Now, Boris Johnson was great. We missed Boris Johnson, you know? Boris Johnson, by his own admission, fucked every single member of Parliament. He was a good laugh, wasn't he? When he went down on Theresa May for the first time. It actually started coronavirus, didn't it? It's true, isn't it? There's something about eating a bat in a wet market. Oh dear, fuck, there's the bar, straight away. Liz Truss blames Putin, doesn't she, for everything. But I think the only thing he wouldn't blame Putin for is his shit at war. She also blames the coronavirus, forgetting it's over for a month, and then it's back. Oh, you got to stay in for 12 weeks. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can come out now and have half-price Nando's and lick each other's faces. Oh, you've got to go back in for 3 months now. Oh, you can come out on Christmas Day and kill your grandparents. That sounds sensible. Okay. You've got to go back in for 6 months now, for fuck's sake. Or you can go to Portugal. Okay, come back immediately for Portugal. Every death was a COVID death, wasn't it? Yeah. Even if a piano fell on someone's head. Even terrorists stayed in. That's what got me. Do you notice this? Even March, April and May, no terrorist attack in the United Kingdom. Lockdown lifted. 2 days later, someone goes crazy with a knife in London, classed as a terrorist attack, you know? What the fuck were terrorists doing during lockdown, you know? You must attack the infidels. Sorry, mate, I'm shielding. Get out there, kill someone. Sure. How am I supposed to kill someone from a 2-metre distance? Get out there, explode your bomb. No, I'm not doing that, mate. Yeah, I'm staying in. Yeah, I'm controlling the virus. And more than anything, by not conducting acts of terrorism, I'm saving lives. Get out there, explode your bomb. No, I'm not doing that, mate. Yeah. Imagine my embarrassment. I'm exploded in a million pieces all over a shopping centre, yeah? Matt Hancock comes along, cause of death, COVID-19. The big full round of applause. No, the UK aren't worried about any visitors to this country. You're in Leeds, mate. Okay. Good news is the UK isn't worried about terrorism anymore, is it? After the UK suffered its worst terrorist attack last year, yeah? And by worst, I mean shittest. Yeah? When a guy, do you remember, blows himself up in the back of a taxi, doesn't even scratch the driver. After this, do you remember, the UK terrorist threat level was raised. Why? If this is the quality of the terrorists, it should be dropped to the fucking floor. A guy has blown himself up in the back of a taxi, hasn't even scratched the driver. The UK terrorist threat level has been changed to surreal. Yeah, it's a surreal time for the country right now. The only country we're better than is America right now. Anyone missing Trump?
Yeah.
4 people and the stand-up comedians. What the fuck do you say about Biden? He's old. Favourite thing Trump did, anyone? My favourite thing, I'll kick it off, right? In his presidential candidates debate, he looks under the lights to see who's in the room. you remember this? I'm going to show you this in the interval if you haven't seen it. It's fucking great, right? He looks under the lights to see all the faces of the people in the room. He goes, I am the least racist person in this room. My question at the time was, who was in the room? 20 members of the KKK, my stepdad. You've got 2 kids? Anyone got kids in the room? 4 of you again. I got 2 kids. I'd give up my life for them. Yeah, how do I know that? Because I already have. Only 4 people have got kids, 4 or 5. So you're only going to get this if you have kids. Sorry, it's a bit of a niche reference. But my 2 kids during lockdown became a cunt. Oh, they're lovely. Obviously, I'm separated from their mother. Obviously. Goes without saying, doesn't it, that a man in his 40s wearing these trousers is separated from the mother. Those kids. Now, my partner's very beautiful, very lovely. Obviously, don't need to tell you that a man with an Amazon Prime special. It's very beautiful, very lovely girlfriend. She's a sex therapist, my girlfriend. No, that is the wrong reaction, isn't it? Why would I do that to myself? It's like playing football with Ronaldo. Don't mess with the experts, guys. It's like being racist in front of your stepdad. You know. Everyone's splitting up. Who's divorced, separated in the room? Again, you lying cunts. Everyone's separating around me now in their 40s, right? I did a best man speech in the summer for my best friend, but it was his 3rd wedding. Yeah. So it was my 3rd best man speech for this guy. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, half the audience are the same as the previous 2 weddings. They know it's bullshit. You can say anything at the first speech, get a round of applause. I'm so glad he's met the one. What the fuck do you say at the 3rd speech? I'm so glad he's met the next one. You had 5 kids running around from 3 different partners. What the fuck? Anyone in a long-term relationship here? Yeah. That's all of you. What's the longest term? Who thinks they got the longest term? Now you all go quiet. You're doing well, anyway, if you've got a long-term relationship, you know? You know only 3% of species mate for life, yeah? Why are we trying to pretend to be the same as these dumb animals, guys? Barn owls mate for life, you know? Why are we trying to pretend to be the same as barn owls, guys? You know? Now, let me tell. Oh, fuck off, mate! There was clearly a punchline coming up, wasn't there? I take a pause. No, then you say something funny. Shit. What did you say? We've got to hear the heckles.
You said you're in Leeds, mate. We're very lazy.
I'm glad I asked. Fucking hell. Not lazy enough to shut the fuck up, though. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, it's fucking fun. Oh, man. Right, I've got to leave in a minute. Yeah, how can I take this to the bridge and jump off? Can I get through anything without you shouting the fuck out, man? What's your name, Shouty, man?
There's like a handful of us.
You've just been throwing soup at Van Goghs. There's a handful of us. Right, there's 5 of them. Fuck. Or 6 in their case. That was cleverer than you're letting on, guys.
But that's the extra finger.
Yeah, that was the joke, mate. Right, I'll end with this, right? The problem with this world, right, is that guy shouting out. No. The problem with this world is hatred online. Do we agree? Okay, I've got to hear the heckles, remember. Don't just laugh at your own fucking heckle down there. It's hatred online, right? It's rumours. It's rumours, allegations online, right? So we need to... Somebody just died down here. Shut the fuck up. Right. I'm going to get to the fucking end of one joke before I fucking leave. what I want to tell you, right, is there was only one rumour, right, back in the 80s. Anyone my age? Of course you are, right? There was only one rumour in the 80s, and that was, of course, the rumour about Michael Jackson. Now, obviously, I'm not going to end on a joke about Michael Jackson. It would take an expert comedian, after the far more recent scandals, to get a laugh out of Michael Jackson. We're in this together, motherfucker. No, I'm not going to do that, obviously. I'm going to just end on a story about how you can get rumours very, very wrong. Right, this is a true story. I went to school in the 80s. Now, back me up, people my age, right? There was always a weird guy hanging around outside the school in the 80s, wasn't there? Good to see you again, sir. No, there wasn't there? There was always a weird guy, back me up. Always a weird guy, yeah. Always a weird guy hanging around. You don't get them anymore. Is there young people in the room? People under 30? You don't sound like you're under 30. Yes, I'm under 30. You won't know what I'm talking about. You can't do observational comedy about these guys anymore, fucking Ofsted. But in the 80s, there was always a weird guy hanging around outside the school, right? So to make friends, I spread a rumour that this guy was called Dippy. And I spread a rumour that Dippy was a paedophile. Right? He always had a crate of Tango. He did, true story, right? He always had a crate of Tango with him, the soft drink, right? And I spread a rumour that Dippy the paedophile tried to lure the kids in with the cans of Tango, right? And after a couple of months, the whole school knew this guy as Dippy the paedophile. And I felt quite proud. I thought, you know what, I started that. After a couple of months, I was walking through the park. We weren't allowed to walk through the park because of this guy, right? The headmaster used to, genuinely, the headmaster used to say to us in virtually every assembly, boys, now remember, of course, be careful of Dippy. He said, be careful of this guy, right? So it's my first time in the park. I bump into him. I bump into this guy. He comes over to me, goes, Kosovo, Kosovo. No currency, Kosovo. He was a Kosovan refugee. Look at the atmosphere in the room now. He'd come over from war-torn Kosovo. He was just trying, I don't know, make money, wasn't he? Sell tango. Send it back. Not the tango, the money. To his wife and kids in war-torn Kosovo, I felt terrible. I actually became great friends with this guy. I did. We actually ended up travelling Europe together. I know this seems wrong. I was 11, he was in his mid to late 30s. But I'm here to tell you tonight, guys, it wasn't wrong. Yeah. Nothing happened. Yeah. All we did in those hotel rooms was watch Disney films. We ate popcorn. I occasionally went to his fairground. And you know what, guys? Every night, he gave me a free can of Tango. He did. Every night he gave me a free can of Tango, yeah? To everyone else he was a paedophile, but to me, he was the king of pop. Guys, you're an incredible crowd, of course you are. Thanks very much, guys.